Well, g'day and welcome to our weekly livestock market reports here from Dubbo. I'm Martin Simmons. Joining me today we have the services of Paul Jemison to come along for the ride. And over the last 7 days with the livestock report, we moved back to last Thursday's prime cattle sale here in Dubbo, and once again plenty of numbers yarded, just on 7,000 cattle, and fortunately a very good quality yarding of cattle, and finally we're seeing better runs of cattle throughout the yarding. The cow market's still extremely strong. The heavy steers very good, and also the feeder cattle, even though in short supply, still making plenty of money. Market overall very good, Paul, and obviously all good. We're seeing the finished stock now, not so much the stock that were picked a little bit too early off crop, but the proper finished stock now meeting our market, and fortunately they're all being rewarded for it. Moving on to the Friday store cattle sale, as was the week before, a small yarding of cattle and probably not a lot of movement in the market, not a lot of quality and not much to report on. Monday sheep and lamb sale saw a reduced number from the previous week, yarded just on 20,000 lambs and 6,000 mutton. Again, we roll through the lamb market, best lambs sort of struggling to hold their own at this stage. Quality is probably just diminishing from week to week at this point in time. Suckers are starting to become hard to find, I think, due to the lack of interest at this stage in the market. Fortunately for the mutton, saw a little increase in the mutton market. I thought we had some lovely merino ewes come to us from the Armstrong family at Nyngan. Bare shorn 6-year-old merino ewes making up to $90, and I would suggest that was almost an increase of $8 to $10 over the previous 7 days. Paul, obviously a lot of other sales going on around the place at the minute, with obviously getting right deep into the heart of the stud selling season, and last week we saw the National Merino Show on sale at the showground.
Yeah, thanks Martin. A terrific sale there last Thursday at the Dubbo showground. Some top prices there of $25,000 for a merino ram. Locally, the Roseville Park Merino stud achieved $24,000, Martin, for their top ram. Look, the average is back a little bit on last year, but still some solid demand there for that sale there last week. Looking forward, we're right in the thick of it, as you said, in the stud selling season at present. So obviously today we have the Kidman sale here locally, the Pole Heifer and the Angus sales, and looking forward to next week we have the noon Angus sale down there at Molong. Some terrific black bulls there, some Angus bulls there for the competition this year, and also next Wednesday as well, the Barber family out here locally at Narromine with the Glen Oak and Glen Eve Border Leicester sales, Martin. So some terrific Border Leicester rams there next week.
Yeah, just getting away from the stud scene, I suppose, and back onto the cattle sales. Just a reminder, next Tuesday we will have the Nyngan store cattle sale. At this stage I would suggest there'd be the best part of 600 head there for your competition at Nyngan. And probably just prior to that, we do run our own monthly Dubbo store sale here on Friday, which I think you'll be competing on around 4,000 cattle, and which will be on the back of probably plenty of numbers also for Thursday's prime market. So plenty of opportunity to put plenty of cattle together on the back of obviously locally a very good season.